Publicized nationwide protests against bad governance began across state on the Federation on Thursday in different magnitudes and dimensions. The protest, which is tagged with the hashtag End Bad Governance in Nigeria, is aimed at drawing the federal government's attention to the economic hardship facing Nigerians. Most states experienced gatherings of protesters, empty roads, deserted markets, malls, shops, and heavy presence of security operatives on the first day. However, the protest momentum differed across states, with some recording peaceful protest, some other minor violence, and other remarkable violence with loss of lives and vandalism. Let's quickly take a look at the happenings in different states during the demonstrations. In Lagos, the protest, which was held at the Peace Park and Gani Fawemi Freedom Park, was peaceful and recorded large turnout. A large number of security personnel were on ground to ensure peace.
One or two of your representatives to work with the security committee to be able to identify likely threats, either to you or to us. Let us work together, because at the end of the day, what matters is the progress of all of us as a people. All of us are hungry. Mister, I can see you are not a rich man. You are struggling like the rest of us. Fuel price, can you afford?
Who came here today, once again, in this day too, to come and protest. And you can see very well, we are in a total dilemma in this country. The government has unleashed havoc on the working masses. And you can see barbarity, poverty everywhere. And you can see hardship everywhere. You can see pains everywhere. You can see agony everywhere. And you can see the uncertainties, complexities everywhere. And people are ready to vent their anger on the system that impoverished them.
In Abuja, we started peacefully, turned violent when the protesters refused to demonstrate at the designated venue given by the court, which was the MK Abiola National Stadium. Security operatives were seen dispersing protesters and journalists with gunshots, causing chaos and panic.
We all gathered here in line with the court injunction that said we should restrict ourselves as protesters to the stadium. And all our members were gathered here. We are just granting press release. We are not even making any noise. We didn't even blockade the road. So all of a sudden, the police came with their vans in numbers, I think almost 6 vans, and started shooting at us. They did not even address us. At least they should even talk to us, or even tell us the reason why they want us to leave the stadium, as against even the court order. Because we don't say we should be at the stadium, and we were still at the stadium granting press release. Then the police came and started shooting at us. And as we speak, we don't even know why they were shooting at us, because we are at the right place. We are at the place where the court said we should stay. So they subjected all of us, they molested a lot of us. I personally was molested by the police. They shoot their tear gas at me directly. They were not just dispersing us, they were aiming at us directly with tear gas. As Nigerian citizens, is it a crime for us to protest again?
It's a fundamental right.
Is it a crime again for us to protest? And I want to make the world know that. I keep repeating this, that we the protesters, right from day one, we've been peaceful, and the praise should bear us witness. We have been peaceful. We've never vandalized anything. We've never destroyed any property. We've never even used any provocative words on anybody. But the police have been trying to provoke us. The police have been trying to provoke us all this while. The police have been tempting us to be violent, and we reject that temptation. We want the whole world to know that whatever happens, even though we are not going to be violent, we are not going to take the law into our hands, and that's the reason why we restricted ourselves to the stadium. We did not go outside the stadium.
The protests, which also began peacefully in Kaduna State, escalated when protesters later turned violent and started blocking roads, setting up fire along the road, throwing stones, and attempting to force their way to the government house. The police later resorted to firing tear gas to disperse the protesters, which got some protesters and the police injured in the process, also leading to loss of lives. Meanwhile, the governor of the state, Governor Uba Sani, dismissed the widespread rumor that curfew was imposed on the state following the cases of violence.
We are here also to call on the attention of the state government, also the federal government, to address the issue of the populace, to address the issue of hunger, to address the issue of the hardship that people are facing. We are here also to call on the government of the federal level and the government of the state level that their policies are good, their policies are visionary. their policy are policies that will take this country to a higher height. We are just citizens of Nigeria. Nobody has given anybody money for him to come and do protest or whatsoever you call it. Yes. You understand, but we are here to protect our country. We are Nigerians. Because the moment you say protest, we have seen it there, it has happened in NSAS. Look at the lives have been jeopardized. Lives and property have been jeopardized. A lot of people have lost their businesses. So we don't want such things to happen here. Call the attention of the old governors across the countries. Please and please, let this minimum wage be implemented. Because I had it the day before yesterday, when the state government says they cannot afford to pay that minimum wage. So what is the reasons? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has already increased their revenue, that is federal allocation.
Meanwhile, in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, hundreds of young people and residents marched across major roads in Ibadan to protest poor governance and hunger in Nigeria. The protesters pledged to continue the demonstrations until the government does what is right. The protesters were also heavily guarded by security operatives to ensure peace and order.
It is a government that is sensitive to the pains of Nigeria. We will have expected such government by now. Even we are not expecting that all of the demands will be met in a day, but at least we will have expected the president to have come out to address the Nigerians, to pacify them, and to give a commitment, at least which of the demands is able or he will be able to attend to.
The responsibility of the peaceful protesters to ensure that the protest does not turn violent. It is the responsibility of the state security agencies generally, whether state or federal. Where those protests are turned violent, the security agencies should also take absolute 100% responsibility for the way it has turned in those states. Because from the report that we got, that violence started when the security agencies started to tear gas the protesters.
In Edo State, the protesters in the state came out in their large number to press home their demands. The governor of the state, who received the protesters, assured them of his solidarity with them and assuring them that he will convey their message to the president.
Let's say I come here, come criminal. You say, as my governor, as my government, any message, I will make sure. Say, I put them listen to us now. Say, I put them listen to us. What? When I was outside, tell me, what thing Abuja go do, let food come.
In Delta, a previously peaceful hunger protest in Ughelli North local government area of Delta State turned violent on Friday as policemen stationed at Otovodo axis of the east-west road allegedly shot and injured a yet-to-be-identified protester. The incident triggered other protesters to burn tires and pelt local government officials with sachet water.
Government is very bad. We need to end this bad government. Enough is enough. So we're going to use another youth to mobilize based on the summer team, so that way we do this protest. And it's a peaceful protest. So that we don't want to make police kind of shoot here because we don't have agreement with the before.
And that is the hashtag End Bad Governance protest situation review for the week.